We are live in Henderson, Nevada at Andrew's ProCapsule Laboratory. It's been a long, long time, and we thank you so much. I mean, my gosh, everybody's been with us. We're going to be touring a little later on, but there is a quick little shot of what is happening behind you as we're ordering our Today Special, rapidly being bottled. And when we walk through a little bit later, we're going to walk through the entire factory so you can see where everything is made and it just, what I love the most about it, I say this is an opportunity for us to enjoy all of the wealth of information that Andrew shares with us, and to be able to know that this Today's Special, it is the Healthy Holidays Today's Special. First and foremost, there are several Today's Specials, but you need to know this: lowest price ever, with over 14,000 spoken for. And certainly the time of year where we do need, as we're learning, to give so much respect to our liver, and we can't forget the brain. So a lot of different combinations we're going to go through. 720 that, my gosh, that we only do today, and this is our final show. Andrew.
I'm here, yes.
I'm so happy you're here.
At home, in our factory, and welcome to our home, where we normally don't work on Sundays, but we do this so you get to see what the operation is that takes place in this room here. And this room is where we do our bottling. So if you get a bottle of capsules, that bottle of capsules was filled in this room on either one of these two bottling lines. You have one in the foreground, one in the background. In a little while, we'll walk around the set. We'll walk around the set, we'll walk around the factory, which is like our set here. It isn't a set, it actually is our factory. But we'll walk around the factory here, you'll see where we blend all the powders, you'll see where we bottle the powders, you'll see where we put powder into packets, you'll see where we make our capsules, we fill our capsules. A separate building next to us right here is where we fill our soft gels. It's also where we make our meal replacement bars, our secure meal replacement bars. So everything is made right here. And we'll go on a little tour in about a half hour. But first, let's start with our PC, our phosphatidylcholine. Bobby talked about our liver. Our liver truly is an organ that doesn't really get the respect it deserves. I suppose it's for a lot of reasons. Thinking is sort of who we are. It's easy to give respect to our brain. And when we look at a product like this, and it's again the elegance of that God-given blueprint that we all benefit from, when we look at our brain, when we look at our liver, that incredibly efficient design, phosphatidylcholine is the most important structural molecule in the liver. And that phospholipids are what really are the functional structural molecule of our liver and our brain. The most important phospholipid in our brain, phosphatidylcholine. The most important structural molecule in our liver, phosphatidylcholine. So when you take this time of year for your liver, whether you like it or not, you're going to be enjoying benefits for your brain. And I'll read some reviews in a moment, but it's important to understand that just like our bones, we know this. If we don't have adequate calcium integrated in our bones aren't going to be strong. So again, structure is what determines function. And our quality of life is all about function. And if that function follows the structure, then we have to pay attention to the structure. And when it comes to our liver, phosphatidylcholine over and over and over again in the science, in the research, in the literature, when they're looking at the liver's ability to repair itself, maintain itself, regenerate itself. Actually, regeneration, the only time we can talk about regeneration in terms of organs in our body, it's the liver. No other organ has that ability, which should underscore how important the liver is and also kind of how dangerous the work is that it does. It has to have this special ability to regenerate itself. But what do you need if you're going to regenerate something? You need its very structure. Phosphatidylcholine is the most important component in its structure. And if you look at the science, look at the research and literature, when they're looking at the ability of the liver in a research experiment, in a clinical study, to maintain, repair, regenerate itself, phosphatidylcholine is that critical structural raw material. And then our liver antioxidant extracts, that's sort of step two. Step one is making sure the actual structure is going to be the best it can be, so the function can be the best it can be. But when you look at the difficult work, sort of the dirty work that our liver has to do, you want to focus on protection and detoxification. That's what liver antioxidants does. So it's kind of 1-2. One, we make sure that the structure if you're looking at your house, that the structure of the house is sound. And when you look at step 2, you want to make sure you're doing everything to maintain it as best as possible, given whatever might be happening, whatever's experiencing. And when it comes to our liver, that's a house that's given challenges every single day. Every medication we take, alcohol we drink, all the normal protein metabolism, that's dirty work for the liver. Carbohydrate, sugar metabolism, that's dirty work for the liver. So you can't underestimate how hard the liver works. And this is a product that makes sure that you're giving your body, you're giving your liver what it needs to overcome the challenges involved with its everyday existence. It's difficult for our liver.
Exactly. So let me go over the different options we have, because we are extremely limited, as I just realized. So let's talk about the bundle. This bundle right here, well, first of all, this big guy, the 720, this is it. This is our final show. You will not see the 720 again this year. This bundle, this is the 720 with the 360. And I can show you the savings, because that large bundle, you're saving basically $185. So that's the end. This is the only day that last day you're going to be able to grab that bundle. The other bundle is going to be your 360 with your 180. You can then also individually purchase the PC liver and brain, of which we have the 720. So again, this is it for the 720 there. And you can also purchase the liver and the 360. This is the only time you're going to enjoy the 360 and the liver antioxidants on their own. Here's the thing, with over 14,000 gone, you have the extended return policy to the end of January. You have a huge customer pick. 4.7 stars. So we always encourage you. I mean, go read those amazing reviews.
No, it's almost 90% 5-star reviews,
yes.
Over 95% positive reviews. And when you're looking at your liver and brain, I certainly do the very best I can to do healthy things for my liver, healthy things for my brain. I'm not perfect, but even if you were perfect, there's no escaping the fact that as you age, your brain function is going to change. Your liver function is going to change. They decline. That's a basic fact of life as we move closer to that other point of life. We want to stay here as long as possible, but while we remain here, things change. But things change in a fashion that's directly related to the input we provide. I mean, that's just the nature of life. So if you eat good foods, if you drink less alcohol, if you're, say, fortunate enough to take fewer medications, some of those things are beyond our control. But the things we do directly affect the health of those organs, how well they function. And how well they function determines our quality of life. So I know this is, I've said this before, I love doing this here. If my brain function were to suffer greatly, this is not something I would be able to easily do. I do all that I do here without notes, without cue cards. And again, it's a privilege I have because my brain is functioning well. We're all aging. I've been doing this now for, and it's embarrassing every time, not embarrassing, it's just shocking every time I have to say it, but I've been doing this for 44 years, well over 30 years, started on QVC back in January of 1990. So the fact, I never dreamed of still being able to do this all this time. But again, I think that's a byproduct of my trying to do the very best I can to take care of the critical organs that determine my path through life. How well those organs work, our health, as they say, without your health, it's hard to imagine that we have much at all. So we really want to take advantage of our health because it really directly affects our quality of life in a major way. So when it comes to our liver, when it comes to our brain, this is a very simple approach, a very affordable approach. When Bobby was speaking before, I was looking at the pricing, and on that large size, which is a 720 count and a 360 count, that's 1,080 capsules. At a dime a capsule, it would be about almost $110. At $129, I believe it's about 12 cents a capsule. Even in the smaller bundle, I think it's less than 15 cents a capsule. So it's incredibly affordable for otherwise very costly, very expensive ingredients. It's better than a buy one, get one free. And when you look at your liver, I mean, the liver is remarkable. The liver is basically processing and filtering about 2 quarts of blood a minute. 2 quarts of blood. That means every 2 minutes, a gallon. That means every hour, it means 30 gallons every hour. 30 gallons, typical gas tank in a car is 10 or 15 gallons. So that means your liver in an hour is filtering a few gas tanks. That equivalent of volume, it's remarkable. When we think about what our heart does, our liver just kind of blows it away. Our heart is a mechanical pump. Impressive, it does that our whole lifetime. But our liver is filtering, processing, doing this remarkable chemical work. Whatever modern medicines and chemicals we have developed or we put in our environment or we have to take as a medicine, our liver adapts and has the capacities to break down, to process, and excrete. So those molecules don't end up being problematic for us. So the liver is incredible, it's remarkable. I won't even go on and on about our brain, but for the existence of our brain and the function of our brain, we really don't exist. What is it, I think, Descartes that had said, I think, therefore I am? It was actually a bad translation of what he said, but thinking is a byproduct of, or our existence is a byproduct of our conceiving of it and our thinking of it. So these two organs, to be able to have such a simple approach to provide a molecule so critical to their structure, which is directly, obviously, affecting their function, and to do it so affordably, and then with the liver antioxidant extracts, to have an opportunity to deal with the challenges that the dirty work, the difficult work our livers must do, it's an affordable opportunity. We used to do this in January. And then I often hear, I often hear criticism, and I read it in the reviews, that was not a good idea. That after we all do what we do at the end of the year, why not provide the ingredients that give our liver an opportunity to contend with all the challenges we provide? Why not do it at the time we're doing it? So that's when we started doing this in November and December.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
I listen, yes.
Like I said, a man who listens.
If I do nothing else well, I do listen.
Yay. I wish my husband would catch on to that. In any event, I have to tell you, we are very limited. And this bundle, again, I go back to the bundle. Obviously, you have lots of different options. I know, I just saw that too,
I'm looking
Andrew.
at that because we have, the screen is showing we have barely a couple of thousand left, but that's a couple of thousand in 6 different sizes. And then 2 different bundles. So we probably only have a few hundred left in each of the different sizes. Fortunately, we only have a few minutes left too, so it will work out. Yes.
But please do not miss it. And again, that 720, as Andrew said, this is it. So, and obviously this is our final show. This is the only day that you can get the 720. So after today, the 720 goes away, and this big bundle also goes away, by the way. And I just want you again to glance at the savings, because the savings, this is what today's specials are all about. And you actually have 5 of them today. Check it out. I mean, on that bundle, the large one down there, you're saving $185. And please remember that you have the 5 Flex, you have free shipping and handling, you have the extended return policy to the end of January. You have the benefit of listening and hearing from so many of your viewers when you read all of these astonishing reviews. 4.7 stars. By the way, 10 is not perfect for us, 5 is.
Right.
So, I mean, just remarkable reviews.
No, I said this earlier when we talked about our immune factors. To average 4.7 or 4.8 stars, if someone just gives a 1-star review because the product came to them late or something like that, it then takes another 10 or 25-star reviews to maintain that average. So it's a product that is, I mean, all we do, follow the science, follow Mother Nature's, that, as they call it, that God-given blueprint. You follow that, and it's pretty clear-cut what you need to do to make a common-sense liver product. You focus on the most important structural components, just as with calcium and our bones. That's very common sense. Vitamin D in our bones, because you can't absorb calcium without it. So we know what we need to do if we pay attention. What's interesting is so few supplement companies actually pay attention. They're chasing after ingredients that might have really exciting press, the new things. But the really important things were invented a long time ago, were discovered a long time ago. It's just a question of delivering them properly. If you look at this capsule, it's a small capsule. All of my capsules are small. This, in fact, is the largest of any capsules we make, but the largest size is a small size. We refuse to use large capsules. It's an ultrafine powder. That's the liver antioxidant extracts. The phosphatidylcholine is a liquid soft gel product, because the highest yield of phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylethanolamine, phosphatidylinositol is going to come in that liquid. So I was just going to read some reviews, and I know we're down to the very, very last quantities. And again, this is better than a buy one, get one free. To get this critical structural molecule, whether you just want to help your liver be able to do the work it needs to do to maintain itself, repair itself, regenerate itself, or with our brains. Our brains, they're challenged. And challenging, probably most challenging of all, is just aging. When they look at disease risk, we always look at behaviors and things like that. For most diseases, the #1 risk is simply aging, the passage of time. So again, when it comes to our brain, when it comes to our liver, when it comes to our heart, any critical organ in our body, time is not our friend. So we want to make sure that we're doing the very best we can to make the passage of time as kind and as gentle as possible. But let's read some reviews here.
Perfect.
Shocked me. I remembered things. As I am now in my 60s, my memory is fading. Family and friends referred to me as a genius. However, I don't feel that way. That happens to everyone, I guess. But when I was asked a question that most people can't answer, I answered in detail. I was extremely shocked. It's been a long time since I could just recall known knowledge. A+ product.
Yes.
Normal, we were mostly focusing on liver, but it's good to also mention the brain.
Extra benefit.
Normal liver readings. I've always had elevated liver readings, not anymore. After only a few months on these, my liver test came back perfect. Doctor said, not good, but perfect. Wow, I never heard this one. I now order all my vitamins and supplements from Andrew. He's a genius. Coach Kathy in Nevada. Thank you, Coach Kathy.
Yay.
This works. I had liver issues, so I gave these a try, and it worked. My test results came back great. Also, my mind concentration and memory have improved. When my husband saw the positive changes, he started taking them too. Yes, they work. This works. It really does. Andrew is a genius. They must be speaking to one another. And a super great guy that helps so many of us. Thank you, Eleanor in Missouri. Wow. I've been dealing with sluggishness and brain fog for many years. Fatty liver, but not anymore. I gave this a shot, and after 4 weeks, I feel like myself again. I have energy and a clear mind again. Not exaggerating here. This helped me tremendously. Thank you for all you do for us, Andrew. God bless. Again, it's not a drug. It's not a medicine. It's a common sense product, providing the most important structural molecule in our liver and our brain. This product works. Try it. See for yourself. I memorized my credit cards and library card numbers. It keeps you focused and helps your liver too. I'm buying this for my 83-year-old mother. I strongly recommend this product. Ray in Colorado. My 90-year-old mother takes these every day.
Does she?
Phosphatidylcholine, liver and brain benefits. Andrew, amazing product. I've experienced support with focus, concentration, with involved decision process and general well-being. I've taken your supplements for years, and adding PC liver and brain benefits to my daily supplementation with omega-3 is unbelievable. Andrew, you rock. Thank you for your research,
genius.
education, and help to improve everyday lives to all through HSN. No, it makes me blush, but it makes me proud. And it's not like some genius or brilliant invention on my part. It's simply paying attention to the obvious, apparent research, not falling in love with the newest, fanciest, shiniest ingredient, but really attaching the benefits from the strongest science, the most important ingredients. It's like forgetting about calcium for bones. Yeah, we've known about that for more than a century, but just because we've known about it for more than a century doesn't mean it isn't critical that we focus on it.
And I would love to take a moment. I know we're moving on, but please, if you can use the QR code or you can shop with the HSN app, the QR code will take you right to .com, because we don't want you to miss out. And we have hundreds and hundreds of people that are joining us. And if you did just join us, you can see behind me where we are. It's been years, but we are here live in Henderson, Nevada at Andrew's ProCaps Laboratory.